Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Good morning. I came back for another week of Ho. We're on our 10th week of Ho. Can you believe it? We've done 10 herbs of the week so far. You're going to love this one. You're going to love it. The herb of the week is garlic. It's garlic, baby. It's garlic. Yeah, we all love having garlic breath, don't we? It's garlic. Okay, so anyways, I'm so excited to be hanging out with garlic this week. I need encouragement to eat it myself. I have a bunch of garlic that needs used up. It's not even hardly the prettiest anymore. I have another bowl of garlic that is literally sprouting. So it needs to go in the dirt. I need to go plant it somewhere because it wants to make more garlic. And yeah, it's a great week to eat garlic. Garlic's antiviral, antibacterial. It keeps everything cleaned out. So we're going to learn all about garlic from an oracle perspective this week at Ho. But of course, we're going to get a little nerdy. And then at the end of the week, hopefully sometime, I'll be doing a super nerdy podcast for the podcast Herbal Marie. So, but here we're going to talk about, it looks like service and strength. And we have a third garlic card. Yep, only 3. We have a tarot card to hang out with today, the Tower. So first, we're going to talk about how the garlic is involved with the Tower coming down, because in our personal lives right now, with this coronavirus thing going on, it seem like the Tower is falling for a lot of institutions, the educational system, like maybe life as we know it. So, and you know, I've joked all the time in the past year how like my own personal tower, my marriage and things like that, like just how many times do we have to crumble? Apparently until it's enough. So we're going to talk about the Tower. Then we're going to talk about service. And then we're going to talk about strength, which is another tarot card. So hang tight, get yourself some tea. I have a steaming cup of roasted dandelion root that I'm trying to be patient, although I really want to sip on it so bad, but I know, like, come on, girl, just give it another minute to cool down. That's steaming on the corner of the desk in front of the window, where here in Pennsylvania today, like, I hate to use this word, but the weather is, like, almost hostile. Like, it's so cold, it's raining, it's windy. Like, when I took the dogs outside, I was like, dang, this is hostile. So yeah, we made it back in pretty quick. They didn't seem to mind, but they weren't, yeah, they have fur on their face. Like, my face is like getting belted with these little cold ass raindrops. So anyways, that's the weather today. I mean, I looked ahead and it's like, tomorrow will be nice, and then rain again on Wednesday, and then maybe nice again on Thursday. So I do have to leave the house to go get food and supplies and things like that. So I kind of need to either do it tomorrow or wait till Thursday, I guess, because it's just like, I hate running errands in the rain. All right, so anyways, I didn't even hardly know that today was Monday because you know, our normal schedule is kind of off, and like, you know, whereas when we leave, and I didn't work this weekend, and so, and the weekend flew by. The weekend flew by so fast, and I was like, why did this just fly by so fast? And, that happens to me whenever I have a really emotional weekend. And this weekend I did, because my best mama friend, Sherry, her mother passed or transitioned into non-physical. She passed away. She died. And I really, really, really adore her mom. She's such a sweetheart. And I can still feel her energy, but it doesn't make it any less traumatic for us kids. Even if we're in our 40s, we're still our mother's children. It really doesn't make it any less sad to know that people are leaving and checking out. And I mean, of course, they're just going on into non-physical or their next adventure or whatever. But especially this week, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, no, you don't have to, but I just can't imagine already being slightly wigged out with the world and then losing a parent. And I know quite a few people this week that are in that boat. So, and then I did listen to an Arcturian channeling from Solera and Ra, and and then in their channeling they were saying a lot of people were checking out right now, and just know that it was part of their soul's agreement, and on a soul level, this was when they wanted to leave. And I'm like, ugh, okay. But anyways, nonetheless, it really just made time seem weird, and it's like, whoa, the emotions will definitely do that. But like I said, I totally could tap into her energy right away, because I was just crying, so sad. Here I go again. I was just so sad, and I thought to myself, Victoria, are you okay? And I could just feel her, hear her, sense her laugh and say, of course I'm okay, dear, or sweetie, it was this, that's how she was. So she's such a lady, and laughing of course I'm okay, and that made me realize, when people transition, it's they are totally okay. It's us, how dare you leave me here type of feeling. It's us still in physical that are not okay. So yep, Sadie, your tea's still hot as hell. All right. But anyways, I also had a really remarkable experience then with Victoria's energy, or my guides, or spirit, because Sherry told me that her mom loved Kenny Rogers. Well, the very next morning he died, or he passed very soon, right after her, whether it was in the middle of the night or same time. But it was just, we kind of laughed about that. Sorry, Kenny, but we really laughed about that because that's kind of fun. Her favorite singer of all time, she loved Kenny Rogers. Also, pass it, croaks, within 24 hours. So we're hoping, they're together, But anyways, so the amazing experience that I had with that was well, I don't know Kenny Rogers. I don't even know any of his songs. And I told Sherry, I'm gonna listen to one today, because so I pulled up Spotify and typed in Kenny Rogers, and I just picked the first song that jumped out at me, and it had the word circle in it. And the reason it jumped out at me is because the night before I went to bed, the previous evening, I had pulled some sacred geometry oracle cards for myself, and the circle was the first one that I pulled, with a message of no beginning, no end. And it was a message for me personally to come into my own wholeness. Of course this was my message, without seeking any of that outside of myself in a partner or lover. So yeah, my guides are still on me, trying to get me to be whole and not look for any type of like, if I'm going to spend time with somebody, just enjoy it, but don't like think that they have to like add anything to me. I am already complete. I am already whole. As Eckhart Tolle's girlfriend Kim says, marry yourself, right? Be married to your divine essence, right? Be married to that energy within. So my guides are really keeping me focused on that. So circle, when I pulled that card, I thought to myself, well, now I'm going to freaking see circles all the damn time, right? And sure enough, the first song that pops out at me was Circle. Something about circle. I have to like actually look now. But anyways, this song, I started playing it. I literally, shit you not, this song was about him saying goodbye to his own mother. So here, Sherry has just lost her mom, or saying goodbye to her mom, and the first Kenny Rogers song that I play is about him losing his mom, and it said something about a coffin. I mean, like, I lost it. I freaking lost it because I knew that I was guided right to it. I knew Spirit had lined it up, and my intuition like zoomed in on that song, and like, it just was like, it was just one of those magical moments of so many synchronicities that maybe I will only ever understand. You probably have them too. Like, only you're gonna get the meaning of that number and why that was significant, and that's how this inner guidance works. It really doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. But to me, it made perfect sense, and I was so overwhelmed with like the presence of Spirit that even like thinking about it right now, I'm like touched, because it was just full of like guidance and grace. And yeah, I just sat there and I just bawled. I just lost it. But because it's like we really are being guided. We really are taken care of. We're never alone, not when it comes to Spirit. Like, they are with us. So if you want more Spirit in your life, all you have to do is ask. And all you have to be doing is being open to receiving and allow yourself to be guided. And of course, my ego's like, oh my God, like, no one's going to believe this, that like, but, and that was the only song I didn't even listen to any other songs at that point. 'Cause like, that was enough Kenny Rogers for me. Like, I was like, bro, I'm done with you now. Like, that was just crazy. But it really, there is a lot of beauty even in times, when I'm looking at this first garlic card, it's like the tower's getting struck with lightning. It's on fire at the top. You know what's coming next, right? It's going down. But then, like, here garlic is front and center, brilliant white bulb, like almost like the light in the darkness, and it's green stem, and it's, it's kind of out ahead or protective. Like, there's this energy that's like, look here at me, at this lighted garlic bulb, and not the destruction that's going to go on behind me. I don't know, there's like a pull to this garlic bulb. So anyways, I'm excited about hanging out with garlic. Now, last night when I'm putting away the elder cards, so we had like so many elder cards. Like, I'm not even in a hurry today because we only have 3 garlic. Like, thank you, baby Jesus. But last week we had like 10 or something elder cards, and then I found 4 more upstairs. Well, while I'm putting away the elder cards last night, because I'm like, okay, I gotta put some of these cards away. I still had the borage cards out because I had them out, and I had the elder flat, so many cards. I'm like, this desk needs cleared off. So as I'm putting away elder, don't I find another one? I found another elder card. So in the Enchanted Spell Oracle by Priestess Moon, we had done the Priestess of Magic, and it was elder flower. Well, as I'm looking in the table of contents, I was like, I don't think there's a garlic one, but I'm just going to like double check. Don't I see another elder, and it's for rebirth. So she has 2 elder. She has elder and elderflower. And like, I want to say I can't believe that I missed it, but apparently like I missed a lot of elder cards, which is fine. Like for whatever reason, like it was a lesson for me that I don't have to maybe do it all, or I don't have to be perfect with my podcasts. Yeah. But anyways, this card was really cool, and I just want to tell you about it. It's the rebirth card, and it just is like so timely. So before we start the garlics, I just want to have Elder rebirth us here into a new week. This card, she's got this amazing red gown with some elder bushes embroidered on the front skirt. She's got a purple cape. Her blonde hair is like braided down both sides with purple ribbon in it. It's all about rebirth. There's a horse beside her. It's like a spiral geometric horse. It's awesome looking. I love Priestess's Moon art. So good. But this is all about transformation, victory, and completion. And I was like, this is so fun that like this was hopefully the last elder card that I have missed, that I've found, that it's just hilarious to me sometimes. But anyways, it was, it talked about the same things that like we talked about last week. First of all, it had lots of soothing properties. So they used it for beauty products in medieval times. Wine, obviously, because like what else did you want to drink in medieval times? Don't drink the water. Safer to drink the wine. Champagne, cordial. They talked about making instruments from the elder wood and how it's associated with fairy folk, and the elder tree, with legend proclaiming that the best place to catch a glimpse of a fairy is underneath an elder tree. So I just thought it was really fun, but I wanted to read the symbolism of this card by the Enchanted Spell Oracle first, because the Priestess of Rebirth contemplates life beneath a botanical wheel of elder leaves, berries, and flowers. She is clothed in deep pink and violet, the colors of insight and self-knowledge. So yes, this is like a winter solstice time that she's associated with. She's got a Celtic horse beside her, the spirit animal of the elder tree. In medieval times, bunches of strong-smelling elder leaves were tied around horses' harnesses to keep away disease-carrying flies. All right, so what I thought was cool was when the rebirth card appears, some kind of transformation is about to take place. You are about to enter a brand new phase in life. So I thought that was cool because it's like, I'd already gotten the garlic cards out. There's the tower getting ready to fall. With every ending comes a new beginning. And then Elder's still with us, even though she was the herb last week. She's still with us this week saying, hey, you're getting ready. I just looked up and saw 1818 on the clock, which 18 it's actually the number 9, and 9 is about endings. So it's like, yeah, we're ending some old energies, and in your life, you're entering a brand new phase in your life. And I just felt that was so timely for the collective because, that's where humanity's going, into a new phase in life, a new way of living. So rebirth promises victory over a challenge. And with it, you become wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. And so what is our Corona experience, which is a challenge? What's it giving us? Well, first of all, we will be victorious. and we will become wiser, stronger, and ding, 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 what the world needs, more compassionate. And what did we manifest more of last week? More compassion. What are we going to manifest more of this week on Wednesday? We're going to manifest more, let me look, confidence. All right, so this card, the rebirth card, has similarities to the death card in the tarot, for it is a card of endings and beginnings and of letting go. And of letting go. So anyways, I just wanted to touch upon that. This is such a fun deck, has spells in it and everything. But yeah, the rebirth, it's like it is time for us to let go of the old, let go of these old ways of thinking, and really allow ourselves to transition into something new, a rebirth. A rebirth. So anyways, that feels pretty dang good. Okie doke. Rebirthing into a new energy. Sounds good to me. I just refilled my dandelion coffee. It's really dark today. I used 2 tea bags. And I switched the laundry. So I'm trying to stay productive, even though this weather says to me, you should go back to bed. You should just live your life from your bed now. It's so dark out. And yesterday was so sunshiny. You know what else I saw yesterday? Chemtrail planes spraying. So anyways, just thought I'd work that in there. Okay, let's talk about the tower. This beautiful garlic bulb in front of a not so beautiful scene where there's lightning hitting this tower and fire and even the clouds and sky. Oh, maybe it's like red, right? Yeah, there's a lot. I think there's a couple people jumping out of the tower now that I've stuck my face in the card and really had a good look at it. So yeah, let's open up the Spirit of Herbs by Michael Tierra, Candace Canton, and we'll see if I can. Here it is. Good. Thank God I opened right to it, because you know me and Roman numerals. I could practice that a little bit. So Allium sativum is garlic, and it's ruled by Mars. The tower is ruled by Mars. So Mars is definitely red energy, the planet Mars. You know, like, yeah, Mars is like the god of war. You feeling me? Right, they're reptilians that live on Mars. Yeah, we know what Mars is all about. So anyways, the tower, ruled by Mars, represents the inner thoughts and words which we have created to build up a tower of defenses and outmoded ideas. Outmoded, outdated, old ass ideas. So it's inside our head going up, a tower of defenses. Okay, the ego and desires may be the masters rather than the servants of the inner self. In our fortified tower, we have separated ourselves from life and others. Now, the lightning bolt of inner awakening has hit us, and we come tumbling down from our self-created edifice. So, this is actually a really good thing. This is a humbling experience, to say the least. We are no longer functioning from unconscious egotism or race thought. The Mars energy breaks us out of the inertia of the past. It creates an opening for a new cycle. We can no longer rationalize our old position. We are the dethroned kings and queens who must take a new perspective on ourselves and our relationships. The lightning bolt of inner awakening gets rid of the obstacles. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool then too, that we started out with the Elder card, Rebirth, because yes, we need to let go of the old ways of being that keep us separate, keep us sleeping, right? So this lightning bolt coming in is like the lightning bolt of inner awakening. So it's like maybe that's us becoming aware of our ego. If you've not yet done that, right? Start to understand. And Eckhart Tolle, Eckhart, E.T., is definitely maybe the best source to do that. I looked up and saw 444. Maybe the very best way to do that. I mean, other people touch upon ego and knowing that, but that's just like what he does, okay? He's all like, the answer to everything is like, be present and in your body. I mean, he helps even more than just being that basic. Like, I listened to a couple of his talks yesterday. I love him, and I love his partner, Kim, too. Like, she's incredible. She is awesome. So anyways, like, awesome is in like completely honest and down to earth. I watched a video last night. It was about like loneliness, but it was talking about relationships and how like if we feel like an emptiness, like, if like we wake up and feel like we wish somebody was here to cook pancakes with or whatever, that type of yearning. And her message is like so good, but she was giving a personal example about how when she was younger, she would always look for, a fulfilling relationship outside of herself to complete herself, and so she felt more worthy, or, and she said it just was, she'd go from one to the next, and it was the same shit, but a different pile. And I was like... cracking up because, that was just so honest of her, and that's my type of girl. So anyways, yeah, and then she said, and it wasn't until she decided, like, I've had enough, I don't want a man, like, I'm complete within myself, I don't even want anything external, like, I want to marry myself, like, my inner self. It wasn't until she got into that state of mind that she felt peace, and then pop, surprise, Eckhart just shows up. And she's, so that was her advice too, that like you have to get to that place where it doesn't matter to you anymore, and then just the way the universe works, then it gives you something beautiful. But in our place of neediness and wantingness and not feeling like enoughness, we just get, same shit, different piles. And she said something like really funny too, like, and Eckhart is the best, but he's, still human. He's still another, basically she was saying he's still another pile, but it's a better pile and it's beautiful. But, it's still a human to human and human relationship. And we need to make sure that we are still committed to ourselves first and foremost, as, we need enough alone time and meditation time, because we never want to lean on anybody else outside of ourselves more than we lean on our inner self. We need to be sovereign and self-reliant. It was a great talk. It really, really was. It was a couple years old actually, and it just kind of came up on my YouTube suggestions, but it was awesome. So anyways, if I think about it, maybe I'll put it in the description link. And then there's also a description link how to support this podcast through Anchor Radio in the description link as well. It's always in there. Just thought I would bring that to your attention. All right, carrying on here. So this humbling experience, right, as we get our asses like thrown out of this tower of ego that we have built up Oh, we build it up so good. We're so separate. We're so this, we're so that. Well, now we've got this humbling experience that we can't live from our egos anymore. And we can't be having race thought. That's like group think. That's just like going along with the collective, like unconsciously. We're going to wake up from that too. We're going to be free thinkers. We're going to be sovereign beings. We're going to get out of the past. These chains, these things that like hold us down. We're going to be open to a new cycle. So yes, and this new perspective will definitely change ourselves and our relationships and remove the obstacles. So like everyone's contained in their house right now, or self-contained. I think it's not like like they're asking everybody to stay home right now. That's where it's at right now. And it's a great opportunity for us to just enjoy not having the obstacles right now, right? So life is slowed down, life is quieter. You don't have to go to work, maybe. Not everybody. I know a lot of people still working. And gas stations and hospitals. I know a lot of people still working. But yeah, it's like letting go of the old. Who gives a shit about celebrities right now? The real celebrities are the people that are still getting food to the grocery stores, that are still working in the grocery stores. Real celebrities are truck drivers. You know what I'm saying? Gas station workers. Those are the... Ooh, as I said that, there was a big crack of thunder. And birds just flew by my window, about 4 of them. Ooh, it's still rolling. Still going. That just kind of vibrated the whole house. That was fun. All right. So the garlic, our herb of the week, garlic, is the herb of breakthroughs. So as we just have some thunder breaking through this sound barrier, we've got garlic, the herb of breakthrough. So on a spiritual level, garlic, ruled by Mars, will cut through most blockages and obstacles we have set up within us. So these are blockages within us, obstacles within us, our belief systems. The belief system that we have to be busy, go, leave the house all the damn time. Now, people are having to release that right now, and that's a good thing. As we go through a tower experience, we may find that people turn their backs on us, or that we are social outcasts. Just as garlic with its strong odor can be socially unacceptable, in this alone and humbled state, true meditation and clear thinking can begin. Be willing to take a look at how to approach a situation in a new and fresh way. So yeah, let's do that. Let's look at everything in a new and fresh way. Get humbled to get your ego humbled. Check your ego, amigo. Keep it in check. It's not supposed to be running the show. So I mean, what you want is to be able to have clear guidance, clear thinking, true meditation, and not be guided by the ego's desires. So medicinally, garlic is a hot and pungent herb. It stimulates circulation and digestion, counteracts joint pain, clears lung infections, and gets rid of parasites. It activates the immune system and is a preventative in viral and bacterial epidemics. So This is why I could not skip this week or take a week off. One, because I needed to maintain my normalcy and remember what day of the week it was, and showing up for this podcast will help me do that. And also, garlic is something that we all have access to and we can all be eating right now. So I've been putting it in soup, but I know that what I really need to do is just be chopping it up or pressing it like real small, chopping it up real small and just swallowing it like a vitamin. So even if you don't like to eat it, just chop it up, let it sit out, let the air get to it for 10 or 15 minutes, and then swallow it. Just get it in you, and then maybe have some milk if it makes your chest feel like it's on fire. So here's a dose from the Spirit of Herbs. It says 3 to 6 cloves of garlic can be taken per day during acute conditions, or garlic syrup can be made by pouring 1 quart of boiling water on 1 pound of garlic which has been sliced thin. The mix is allowed to stand in a covered vessel for 12 hours. A small amount of vinegar and honey may be added to improve the medicinal quality. 1 raw clove per day, or 3 to 5 cloves in an infusion, can be taken as maintenance. So you can take quite a bit of garlic. It does say that garlic should not be taken during pregnancy and lactation. A clove of garlic may be carried in a pouch to invoke strength, purification, and protection. So you can put a clove in your medicine bag. I was like seeing like threading a needle and then putting it through a peeled garlic clove, like a garlic necklace, to invoke strength, purification, and protection. So yeah, the tower is all about being knocked from a position of arrogance, being made humble, preparing the way for true realization. It can be about distress and crises and destruction of old ways. But it's also about a new cycle is ready to begin. It's definitely about cleaning house and awakening to the truth. And now the rain comes again. Now, if you don't have garlic, or garlic is just too crazy for you, or you're pregnant or lactating and you're not real comfortable taking garlic, onions are the herbal ally. So lots of onions, lots of garlic right now. Hey, it'll help everybody maintain that 6-foot precautionary radius that they're suggesting. 6 feet is a very far to stand away from somebody when talking. I think so. But, or even walking in an aisle next to each other. The aisles aren't even 6 feet across sometimes, maybe, right? So if you're passing someone in the grocery store, how can you... Anyway, some of these suggestions are like really... that they're suggesting people do. It's like, wow. So yeah, anyways, the tower. Here's an affirmation from the tower, from garlic. Our herb of the week. I inhale and nurture myself. I dissolve the fortress within me. I exhale and cleanse myself. I am open to the awakening within. I am open to the awakening within. And so, yeah, what is humanity doing on a collective level? It's awakening. More and more people every day are awakening to the fact that they, even have an ego. They're starting to see the difference. They're starting to feel for that beingness inside of them. They're awakening that they are on a spiritual journey. So it is a beautiful, beautiful thing, actually, when the tower falls, because that tower was not serving you. It was not serving you. And now, even though it's humbling and hard, and it's a destruction of old ways. Now you can inhale and nurture yourself. You can bring down those walls that you've built, right? You can free your heart, and you can let go of the old ways. So exhale and cleanse yourself and be open to the awakening within. So it is raining. And I'm like, wow, that rain is really loud. Yeah, because it's hailing. So there's all these tiny, the green grass now has like some white all over it. And yeah, they're little, some like little balls. I see them bouncing off the grass, off the ground. And some of them were kind of big, but it's slowing down now. So interesting weather. Okay, so moving on to our second card. We have 3 cards today, and we're talking about our new herb of the week, garlic. You're gonna eat some garlic. You're gonna try at least ease into it. Put it in, make some soup. You don't have to overcook it. Like I add it near the end. I usually put the garlic in when I add the potatoes. You know, because potatoes cook pretty fast. I usually add the garlic in whenever I add the potatoes. But yeah, I have it chopped up, and you're supposed to let garlic sit out, and it activates something nerdy inside of it. So anyways, this card is from the Hedge Witches Botanical Oracle deck. Ooh, there's some more lightning. Woo! Now where's the thunder? There it is. Just a little thunder. Not like that first one that kept on going on and on and on. So garlic is all about service. Oh no, there's the rest of the thunder. It is. We're getting a storm here, you guys. Dang, and there's the rest of the thunder. I don't know if you could hear it. You might be able to hear the hail pelting off the window in my dining room. Like the rain is raining sideways. It's just like coming at the window. And that thunder's still going. This is wild. I love it. I'm glad I'm inside. I'm glad I'm not running errands. I'm glad my dogs don't have to pee right now. So garlic is, what was their Latin name? Did they use a different Latin name over? Hold up. So the Spirit of Herbs used garlic sativum. This says, Allium sativum. This is Allium ursinum. So this is more of a wild garlic, but that's okay. This is, hey, garlic's garlic. Could also be called bear's garlic, ramsons, buckrams, wild garlic, broadleaf garlic, wood garlic, or bear leek. So this is not the big old cultivated bulb. This is what you would go foraging for. Ramsons. I see Son of a Bear. He harvests some of this. So a popular treat for bears. That's funny. I just was thinking about Son of a Bear. Shout out to James. He makes great videos. Look up Son of a Bear, and he sells mushroom teas and reishi teas and tinctures, lots of things that boost our immune system. He offers that as service. So this card is all about service. A popular treat for bears, wild boars, and other creatures. This plant is also enthusiastically eaten by humans. There is evidence of people using this plant for many millennia. It's a wild relative of chives and is frequently harvested by foragers. So the leaves, they have these big broad leaves. The leaves can be used in salad, soup, or as a savory herb. And the stems can be preserved by salting or pickling. The bulbs are edible, small and onion-like. The delicate white flowers are also edible and delicious, sprinkled on salads and soups for a little hint of garlic flavor. So yeah, anything in that allium family, garlic, onions, chives, that's what we want to be eating right now, okay? All the time, okay? Livestock that grazes on this wild garlic can produce garlic flavored milk. A Cornish cheese called wild garlic yarg is wrapped in the leaves and imparts the young cheese with a subtle garlic flavor. So in North America, the Allium trichocum is very similar and commonly referred to as ramps. Try making your own fresh garlic cheese. Hang full-fat yogurt in a cheesecloth overnight. Discard the excess water. I would water my plants with it. And combine the remaining product with the small garlic flowers, salt, and a few finely minced wild garlic leaves. So wrap the cheese in garlic leaves and let it sit in the fridge for a day or two to absorb the flavor. Serve it as is with homemade bread or crackers, or brush the outside with oil and place the entire bundle on the grill to char the outer leaves and warm through the middle. So there you go. If you'd like to do that, there's how you do's it. So bear's garlic is most frequently found in deciduous woodlands with moist acidic soils and commonly seen in areas where bluebells are prospering. So the bear's garlic, bluebell, and lily of the valley often grow adjacent to each other and bloom at similar time of the year, between April and June in the most northern climates. She said climes. Is that an actual word, or did I find a misspelling? So be cautious when foraging this plant. It can be easily mistaken for lily of the valley, which is toxic. Yeah, I can totally see with these broad leaves how people might think it's lily of the valley. Like lily of the valley, I think, has more like sturdier leaves. But still, if you don't know what the heck you're doing, be careful, because lily of the valley is toxic. Make sure you can tell the difference between these very similar looking plants, and don't rely on scent, as the bear's garlic will leave a strong smell on your hands once touched. So it's like everything's going to smell like garlic at that point. If you got some garlic and then like the next plant you're like, is that garlic? Like you're still gonna have so much garlic smell on you that you can't always just rely on that. So practice your identification, kids, or go with someone who knows the difference. All right, but garlic, bear's garlic, ramsons, what we're talking about here. All parts of this plant, properly identified, are edible and useful. Hence the Oracle Properties Service. Many Oracle properties are about finding or marshaling things about yourself that are most unique and special. But this card urges service in a less specific way. So it's suggesting some things to be of service. Volunteer to walk dogs at an animal shelter. Pick up litter. Buy someone coffee. Go the extra mile to make life easier for someone close to you. Service. How can you just help out? Bear's garlic is a common, I don't know how to say this word, ubiquitous plant. Ubiquitous plant? This, telling you what. Anyways, it will never be praised for remarkable blossoms or monetary value, nor will it ever climb above the forest floor. Its value is in its simple usefulness, the way it nourishes so many animals, and is a delight to foragers. We often focus on how to be remarkable, special, and praiseworthy, but it is always worthwhile to simply lend a hand when needed, or offer a smile or a kind word. These actions can lead to friendship and new opportunities, and can also be and can also take us outside of our own heads for a little while. And sometimes that is exactly what we need. So yeah, as this tower falls, as we get out of our service to self ego, we have this little garlic, this wild garlic, that's reminding us that really the true pleasure in life is being of service. It's of being kind. It's of lending a hand. You know, you don't need any praise or acknowledgement for it. Like, you just do these little things. If there's trash somewhere, you just pick it up. You know, if someone needs help, you just help. And yeah, lending kind words, smiles, just these little things. It's like, yeah, that truly is, it's so meaningful and so gifts. And it's the humble, right? It's just being humble about it too. So yeah, that's fun that, like, as the tower falls, as we got kicked out of the tower, our kings and queens that we used to be, right? That we thought we were. It's like, no, you now are on the forest floor, and that is where you're actually gonna bloom, you know? And that's when we're gonna really understand that it's not, our ego wants power, our ego wants recognition, our ego wants stature, our ego wants respect, right? All these things of ego wants to be so accomplished, and it's like, that is actually just in your head. You know, your true path of service is leading with your heart. It's much more modest, and yeah, it is a feel-good path. It's not as glamorous, right, that what the ego thinks it should be, but it's good. Those are good suggestions for sure. All right, so I told you that the numbers are really stalking me all the time, but you know, it's fun to notice numbers. The last segment, Be of Service, was 11 minutes and 44 seconds. So 11 and 44, two master numbers. Yeah, this is the fun stuff for me that's hard, like, to explain to people, but yeah, numbers catch my attention all the time. All right, so moving on to our final garlic card. It's number 8, Strength. And it is a really cool looking card. They're making garlic honey in this little scene. There's a braided cluster of garlic bulbs on the cutting board. There's some cloves. Looks like rose petals. I don't know. There's some garlic scapes. There's some honeycomb, a jar full of garlic cloves and honey. Yeah, it's really fun because it's like, it's got the golden honeys. The garlic bulbs are kind of purple and white. The scapes and the braid. It's a freshly braided thing of garlic because the greens are still green. Like, it hasn't even dried out yet, so maybe they just braided it. But this is a strength card. The strength card, number 8. And it is our herb of the week, garlic. Allium sativum. So we're back to the big old bulbs. But here is the message from the garlic card. This is the Herb Crafter's Tarot. Number 8, Strength. Lead with a bold, kind heart. Gentle healing builds resilience. Power sweetened is strength unmatched. So here we go. Now we are, the tower has fallen. We are now in service, humble service, and now we're being asked to lead, right, from that place, from this new place that, like, we've found ourselves, we've accepted, we're open to. Now we lead with a bold, kind heart. Power sweetened is strength unmatched. So just because you're humble, doing good things, being a kind person, doesn't make you a sissy. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have now found the true strength of your heart. And you can still be bold even in kindness. So gentle healing builds resilience. And yeah, you can maintain this way of life so much more easier than being at the whim of the ego's demands. So a braided cluster of purple garlic rests on a cloth made of natural fibers. Roses from a nearby vase begin to dry, and petals have fallen on the table. Gold liquid seeps from a heart-shaped honeycomb onto a wooden board. Green scapes fold in their lemniscent shape. So many vocab words, good Lord. Lemniscent shape. They're just spiraling all around. They're just doing whatever the hell they want. Surrounding a pot of garlic cloves submerged in honey. Garlic honey is delicious. Even though like the last time I ate it in December, I haven't eaten it since December because like I had nonstop shits for like a week. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it was killing something inside of me. I don't know, but now I'm like, garlic honey, you're so delicious. I hope I can handle you again. I think so. Don't be afraid, Sadie. Go eat some garlic honey. All right. And I'd made it fresh, so it wasn't like old or, spoiled or nothing. I don't think it can spoil. Like I had made it fresh that day. So I think it was just intense. And yeah, maybe, I don't know. All right. Courage dwells in the soft spirit. So garlic as our herb of the week is like saying like, yeah, you're going to be strong, but you're also going to be kinder and gentler and softer. Meet adversity with inner fire. Garlic strengthens the heart and increases stamina. You have the power to preserve. Cultivate reliable habits that enhance vitality. So, yes, like keep going, you old stinky garlic eating hag. Get everybody eating garlic, right? And then we won't be outcast. Everybody needs to eat garlic. And this whole corona thing could just be the motivation for people to finally do that. And yeah, more energy, more strength, heart strength, increased stamina. Right? What did we talk about first from the first card? Kills parasites, antiviral, antibacterial. It's amazing. So planting garlic around the roots of roses strengthens the leaves, encourages more flowers to bloom. So it's a good companion plant for roses. Cooking with garlic daily boosts the immune system, protecting against illness. Drinking garlic tea heats up the body, igniting passion. So yeah, just even, I'd probably in my mind call that a soup. But yeah, garlic tea. Just some hot water poured on garlic. I've done that before. And then you can keep on adding more hot water to the same garlic as the day goes on. But yeah, garlic liquids, garlic broth, garlic tea, garlic soup, garlic. Get yourself some. Step into your power. But remember, a compassionate approach is powerful. Adding honey to garlic tames the medicine, making it more effective and palatable. Embrace both the gentle and the wild within. So, yes, we've got I would like some better looking garlic. The garlic that I have right now is looking like it was in the grocery store all winter, But hey, it's still good. It's still garlic, and we need to get more of it in us. So, you could wear a garlic amulet to remind you to be bold. Just let it hang just over your heart. So that's one way to craft with strength, to craft with garlic. Another thing is just to cook meals rich with garlic to strengthen your body and prepare for difficult times ahead. So it's like we're not turning a blind eye to things in the world, but we are preparing. We are eating garlic. The last suggestion for crafting with strength, number 8, garlic, our beautiful herb of the week, is sweeten intensity and conflict. Sweeten intensity and conflict. Make immune-boosting garlic honey. Take it before a challenging encounter. So if you have like the old outdated belief that you can't eat garlic because garlic stinks or makes your breath smell funny, or garlic in, garlic out, it really does come out your pores and your pits, and if you eat a lot of it, you'll have garlic farts. Trust me, that they're a real thing. And it's like, yeah, nobody wants to smell funny. Well, guess what? Would you rather smell a little garlicky or get sick? You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's worth it. And garlic is delicious. I love it. If you haven't fallen in love with garlic yet, try chopping up some garlic and putting it in honey and like putting that over rice. It's like a great way to eat it. It's so good. So anyways, I think that when you start researching more about garlic and all the other amazing medicinal things it does in your body, you will be sold on this as your new best friend. And absolutely, I am excited that we get to learn more about it this week and enjoy garlic as our herb of the week. All right, so on that note, definitely find yourself some garlic. Find yourself a place to be of service, right? But before that can happen, we really do have to have our own tower experiences within, where we get out of our minds, we get out of our heads, we get out of ego, and we break down some of these walls and towers and fortresses that we have built, and we start to see ourselves as a human being. We start to see ourselves as humble and connected to everyone and part of nature, and then we really can be of service. We will willingly want to be kind and useful and just helpful and uplifting to everyone. So I love these 3 cards, just reminding of us so much. We are strong and we can be powerful, and we can also do that with compassion and kindness, and that truly is going to be a true strength, a true resilience, a true new way to start living our lives as a collective. So yeah, you may have already been living your life like this, but the majority of the world is not. And so really what we're witnessing on earth right now is the tower falling, right? People getting struck with the lightning of awakening, having the old not being able to continue anymore, and people are waking up, people are connecting with their hearts, they really are becoming more compassionate and more gentle through the adversity of the tower falling. So I just think this is the perfect herbal ally, perfect herb of the week for us to hang out and be with this week at Ho. All right, on that note, I better get garlic some affirmations put together, because it definitely deserves it, and it definitely is going to have a lot to teach us. I can feel that. I can feel it and smell it already. I'm excited to hang out with garlic. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, garlic, and I lovingly dedicate them all to you. I am open to the awakening within. I dissolve my old beliefs that no longer serve me. I nurture myself into wholeness. Now I am in service to humanity. I protect our beautiful planet with gentle strength, and she takes care of me. I can handle any challenge. I am open to the awakening within. I dissolve my old beliefs that no longer serve me. I nurture myself into wholeness. Now I am in service to humanity. I protect our beautiful planet with gentle strength, and she takes care of me. I can handle any challenge, and so it is.